The AB-730 agent question is rarely, can an agent do this? The better exam question is, what is the smallest Copilot agent choice that solves the business need safely? Sometimes that means staying in Copilot chat. Sometimes it means choosing a pre-built agent from the agent store. Sometimes it means starting from a template. And sometimes it means configuring a team-specific agent with the right knowledge, instructions, capabilities, suggested prompts, sharing, and lifecycle controls. Use this memory anchor for the lesson, the agent decision ladder. Chat when the task is general. Store when a pre-built agent fits. Template when the workflow is repeatable. Configure when the team needs specific knowledge and behavior. Share only after access, testing, and governance are handled. The official AB-730 objective includes the agent store, creating an agent from a template, configuring agent knowledge, instructions, capabilities, and suggested prompts, and sharing an agent with team members. That sounds like a product checklist, but the exam is really testing judgment. Microsoft wants you to recognize when a general chat is enough, when an existing specialist agent is the better fit, and when a business process needs a configured agent. The dangerous answer is usually the one that overbuilds too early, ignores permissions, or treats sharing an agent like sharing all underlying data. So in this lesson, do not memorize a menu, learn the decision path. Copilot Chat is the flexible starting point. It is useful when the user has a one-time question, needs general help, or wants to work across normal business context without creating a repeatable, specialized experience. An agent is more specialized. It is designed around a role, process, domain, or knowledge area. It can guide users with instructions, use configured knowledge, expose specific capabilities, and suggest prompts that match the workflow. For AB-730, the clue is repeatability and specialization. If the scenario says, I need help once, stay closer to chat. If it says, our team repeats this process and needs consistent behavior, an agent becomes more attractive. The agent store matters because Microsoft provides pre-built agents for common patterns. If the scenario names research, analysis, writing help, prompt improvement, idea generation, or another common assistant role. The first exam move is to consider whether a pre-built agent already fits. This is the first rung of the ladder. Do not create a new agent just because the word agent appears. If a pre-built agent solves the business need with less configuration and less governance burden, it is often the better answer. The exam clue is fit. A pre-built agent is attractive when the need is common, supported, and not deeply tied to one team's private process. Templates are the next rung. Use a template when the organization has a repeatable business workflow, but the team still needs a configured starting point. Think about a policy helper, a team FAQ, an onboarding assistant, a proposal support workflow, a market research helper, or a process guide. The template speeds setup, but it does not replace judgment. You still need to configure the agent for the business context. On the exam, a template is attractive when the scenario says the task is common enough to start from a pattern, but specific enough that the team needs its own knowledge, instructions, and review. Here's the center of the lesson. Knowledge tells the agent what material to use. That might be approved documents, a SharePoint location, or a curated body of business information. Instructions tell the agent how to behave. They define tone, boundaries, output expectations, steps to follow, and what not to do. Capabilities define what the agent can actually do. They are not decoration. They shape the actions and experiences the agent can support. Suggested prompts guide users toward the tasks the agent is designed to handle. They reduce random guessing and help the team start with useful questions. A strong exam answer lines these up. Knowledge for source material, instructions for behavior, capabilities for actions, and suggested prompts for user guidance. Sharing an agent is not the same as sharing unrestricted data. That is the same permission trap we saw with shared prompts, but now the stakes are higher because an agent can feel like a reusable business tool. If a team member does not have access to a file, site, message, meeting, or business record, sharing the agent should not magically grant that access. The safer answer keeps normal access controls in place, tests the agent before broad use, and shares it only with the right audience. For AB-730, sharing is a governance decision, not just a collaboration feature. Agents are not create once and forget. A business agent needs testing, approval where required, access management, monitoring, and lifecycle maintenance. If the source material changes, the agent's answers may need review. If the process changes, instructions may need revision. If the team changes, sharing may need to be updated. If the agent is no longer useful, it may need to be retired. The exam clue is responsibility over time. Choose answers that keep the agent aligned with approved knowledge, appropriate access, and current business needs. Practice checkpoint. A sales team wants help preparing customer account briefs. Microsoft provides a researcher-style pre-built agent that can support broad research tasks, but the team also wants a repeatable internal workflow that uses approved account notes, follows a required brief format, and gives sellers starter prompts. What is the best next step? A. Use only a one-time Copilot chat prompt every time, because agents should not be used for repeatable business workflows. B. Start with an appropriate agent or template, then configure the team-specific knowledge, instructions, capabilities, and suggested prompts before sharing it with the right users. C. Share the agent with the whole organization so everyone can access the same customer account notes. D. Build the most advanced custom agent immediately, even if a pre-built or template option already fits most of the need. Lock in your answer. The best answer is B. The scenario has a repeatable team workflow, approved source material, a required output format, and starter prompts. That points to an agent pattern with configuration. C is the permission trap. Sharing an agent is not the same as granting access to all customer account notes. Dover builds before checking smaller options. A ignores the repeatable workflow clue. Remember the agent decision ladder. Use Copilot Chat when the task is general or one-time. Check the agent store when a pre-built specialist agent fits the need. Use a template when the workflow is repeatable and has a common pattern. Configure knowledge, instructions, capabilities, and suggested prompts when the team needs specific sources, behavior, actions, and starting points. Share only with appropriate users, and keep permissions, testing, approval, monitoring, and lifecycle management in the answer. For AB-730, the winning mindset is not build the biggest agent. It is choose the smallest governed agent solution that fits the business requirement. Next, we move into drafting and analyzing business content with Microsoft 365 Copilot. That is where the exam starts, asking how Copilot helps create documents, summarize existing material, move insights between Microsoft 365 apps, and support real workplace deliverables. Keep the decision ladder in mind. Chat, store, template, configure, share, and govern.